Welcome and thank you for joining us today for a Land Services SA webinar on SAILIS account maintenance and common products in SAILIS. This is a pre-recorded session with a live Q&A session at the end of this presentation. We ask you to kindly hold all your questions until the allocated time where one of our subject matter experts will be able to assist. Land Service SA subject matter experts assist in delivering our industry education program, utilising their years of experience and respected place in the industry. This webinar was prepared by Sky Gill and Amanda West. Both are a part of our customer experience team. Sky Gill is our records management lead and has been with Land Services SA for 3 years and has a passion for history and archiving and loves to teach others how to carry out historical searches through SAILIS. Amanda West is our Customer Experience Lead at Land Services SA. She is dedicated to improving the quality of service and client interaction to enhance the overall customer experience. In this session, we will be providing guidance on a range of topics related to SAILIS account maintenance and common products to help you quickly and efficiently self-manage your SAILIS account. We will be covering updating and managing SAILIS accounts, multi-factor authentication, invoicing and billing, property interest reports and Form 1s, 72-hour reordering, and name searching. To begin with, we will go over how to update your organization's address and primary contact. We will also cover user IDs, including how to create, deactivate, and update. Designated SAILIS administrators can update account details, including address, primary contact, and primary email. To do this, you will need to go to My SAILIS, select Update Organization Details. A window will open. Click Edit and update any fields marked with a red asterisk. Designated administrators can create user IDs. Before doing so, verify whether a user ID or email address already exists in the SAILIS account. To check, untick Active Only to display all users. If an existing user ID is locked or deactivated, you can reactivate and unlock it. Should you need to create a user ID, click on the Create button at the bottom of the page. A new window will open where you can enter the required details for the individual user. Use a combination of the individual's given and family name for the user ID field. If the chosen ID is unavailable, it is already in use on another SAILIS account. Once complete, click Activate. The user will receive an automated email confirming activation and must reset the temporary password on first login. Designated administrators have been assigned with the functionality to deactivating and reactivating user IDs. Please note that the user IDs cannot be permanently deleted, they can only be deactivated. To manage an active user ID, scroll to the bottom of the page and select the user ID that is no longer requiring access to SAILIS. Then click on the Deactivate button. Deactivated user IDs and locked user IDs can be reactivated when needed. Click on the ticked blue square next to Active Users Only to view the list of all users on the SAILIS account. Select the user ID that is deactivated or locked, and then click on Activate. To reaffirm, these actions are performed by the designated administrators who manage the account. When to email customer support. If you're required to have a user ID assigned with additional roles, including admin, if you have an email address that needs to be changed, to have your multi-factor reset, and this must come from an administrator. Should you have changed your organization name, you will need to submit a SAILIS account application form and tick the box that says Updating Account Details. Next, we will go over multi-factor authentication and how to update the MFA within SAILIS and the reset requirements. Can I change my MFA method? The answer is yes. You can change your choice of authentication method once logged into SAILIS. Select My SAILIS, then select Update User Details. On the Manage My User Details screen, select Change Password. This will open a window where you can manage all your authentication details, including your MFA method. Once this is open, select Change MFA Method, then confirm that you will be deleting your existing method. The Change MFA option is available for 15 minutes after login. If it becomes disabled, log out, and sign in again to re-enable it. There are 3 MFA methods available: authentication app, security key, and SMS code. SMS is the least secure and should only be used if other options are unavailable. Multi-factor authentication is linked to the email address associated with your user ID, not your phone number. For this reason, you cannot have more than 2 user IDs on a SAILIS account using the same email address. If you lose your device before logging in or can no longer access your 6-digit code, contact one of your internal account administrators to request a reset of your MFA. For security purposes, a written request must be submitted by an internal administrator or primary account holder to customer support at landservices.com.au. Once your identity is verified, we will reset your multi-factor authentication and send you an email invitation to complete the reset. If no administrator is available or you are the sole administrator, the request must come from an owner, senior manager, or director. If you have multiple SAILIS accounts for various organizations with the same email address associated with it, then you will have a single account you need to log in with. When you log in via this new MFA account, SAILIS will display your various organization accounts where you can select and work as required. If you need to change the account you are logged into, you can select Switch Account to be returned to the account list. The things to consider: you cannot have more than 1 user ID with the same email address on the same SAILIS account, regardless if it is deactivated or not. This is because MFA is linked to the email address used to log in to SAILIS. The generated password button will no longer work. You will need to click on Reset Password and an automated email with a link will be sent out. Passwords are still required to be reset on a 90-day rotation for enhanced security. MFA 6-digit codes are unable to be sent to email. To change the email address linked to your authentication account, you will need to talk with our support team by emailing us at customersupport@landservices.com.au. Next, we will go through on where you can obtain invoices, receipts, and how to pay directly online through SAILIS. SAILIS account customers can view their credit limit at any time in the top left corner under your logged on name. Alternatively, you can go through the payment menu and select Invoice Search. You can change the invoice type, and if you are seeking about a specific account, and click on Search. Should you wish to view previous invoices, just untick the unpaid only, and this will provide you with all the account's invoices as well as the receipts and the date they were paid. Some accounts may hold an LSG and an LSSA account. Please note that the available credit is not interchangeable. These amounts are locked into the respective accounts. The current balance is reflecting what has been purchased and will be billed at the end of the month. The available credit is the spending limit you have before the account is maxed out. Think of the available credit like a credit card. This amount will only change once an invoice has been paid. If you are unsure of the payment method, please view the payment options listed in the window. If you are finding your credit limit is about to be maxed out, you don't have to wait until the end of the month to receive your invoice. You can click on the Request Invoice button. This can take approximately 10 minutes to complete. To access transaction history, navigate to the payment menu and select Product Transaction History Report. Select from the following criteria to generate your report: date of process, username, product name, for example, property interest reports. You can also type in an invoice number. Once your selection is completed, the report will be generated in an Excel format. Now we will go over the difference between a PIR and Form 1s, what is a related title, and how to confirm your order. Property interest reports and Form 1 templates are the same data, delivered in two different formats. This is commonly used in property transactions to disclose relevant interests and obligations to potential buyers, and information necessary for the completion of a vendor's statement. Property interest reports, also known as PIRs, are the raw data and used to complete your own Form 1 template. If you don't have your own template, you can order a Form 1 product which comes with the data already inserted into a basic template. Emergency Service Levy, Land Tax, and SA Water certificates are included and delivered electronically. Industry professionals are encouraged to become registered users of EPIC and Revenue SA online to download these certificates. If you are not registered with EPIC or Revenue SA online, these certificates will be delivered by post or email. As it states in Section 7 and Section 19 of the PIR and Form 1, if you do not receive your certificates within 4 working days, please contact Revenue SA. Although you can purchase these products through SAILIS, land services do not generate these reports or certificates, and you will need to reach out to these agencies directly if there is an issue or error with your report. A PIR or a Form 1 template may indicate that further details are available from an individual government agency regarding a property interest. Once a PIR or Form 1 template has been ordered, Land Services SA automatically notify these government agencies, who respond directly to the person who purchased the PIR or Form 1 within 8 business days. When ordering a PIR, related titles will automatically appear as an option on the order confirmation page, along with a note explaining the cost for a single product and related title cost per additional title. If no option is displayed, the titles are not considered related and must be purchased separately. Related titles will appear as options if the certificate of titles share a common valuation record. This is usually followed with consecutive folio numbers and consecutive allotment numbers. If there is no common defactors, the titles are not considered related. Ensuring you double-check your details before confirming your order avoids delays or the need for refunds, cancellations, or credit adjustments. There are several ways to check that you are ordering the correct title: the address, the valuation number, CT and folio, and the plan and allotment number. Have you ever forgotten to download the product or the report? Well, there is some good news. There is a 72-hour reorder window. SAILIS account holders have a 72-hour reorder window. As long as a user ID is linked to the SAILIS account, you can order the same product at no extra cost. The confirmation order page will not appear. However, the PIR and Form 1s will need to be ordered by the same user ID that generated the reports. There is the exemption of SA Water products, as these are generated by SA Water and is not generated by the SAILIS website. After 72 hours, you will need to reorder the product. Except for PIR and Form 1s, a refresh fee will apply within 90 calendar days of the original purchase. What is the difference between a title for owner name search and a benefiting name search? A title for owner name search is located in the Land Search drop-down menu. These searches provides a list of all properties currently owned by an individual, company, or association. Wildcard searching can be conducted with a minimum of 3 letters and using a star or percentage at the end. For example, Van star could be used when searching for Vanderlei. Once the search has been carried out, you will have the option to download into an Excel spreadsheet and PDF. Some results may provide multiple addresses. We are unable to confirm if this is the same John Smith that owns all 3 properties. Ownership number and number of owners may provide further context. A benefiting name search is located in the Dealing Search drop-down menu. These searches provides a list of dealings associated with a benefiting name from 1985 to current. So what can this product be used for? You can check if a power of attorney has been lodged, identify property previously owned by an individual, company, or association, while also identifying dealings including but not limited to mortgages, leases, and encumbrances agreements. To summary, 1. SAILIS account management can be handled by designated administrators. 2. Multi-factor authentication, you can reset your selected authentication method. 3. Invoice and billing can all be carried out on SAILIS. You do not need to wait until the end of the month to obtain a bill. 4. PIR and Form 1s, same information, one is raw data, the other is a pre-filled template. 5. 72-hour reorder. As long as you have a SAILIS account, you can reorder with no additional costs. 6. Name searching. Benefiting name search is great to see if a power of attorney has been lodged. Land Services SA's website has a range of educational and support materials to assist you in your day-to-day work. Our Industry Education Hub is a good place to start. This can be found by clicking Industry Education Hub on the homepage of LSSA's website. A copy of today's webinar will be published on the Industry Education Hub together with a recording of previously held webinars. That concludes the recorded webinar section. Thank you for listening. Please remain online for the live Q&A session with our subject matter experts.